done. We are live like Memorex. N5 QNS staged up just north of 380 of 114.
Come on, G.
Now, Reese, what can you Glasbridge State?
Oh, it's that little oil company office just north of 114 on 303.
Reese.
What is it, Apache or something? I don't know what it is.
I don't even know who these guys are, man.
I don't know either.
Well, Jeff was mad at G earlier.
Oh, Matt is a hornet.
He said something about G not wanting to come and play. And now looks like he shows up.
I don't blame him for being mad. He's been pulling that crap lately.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Heading south.
Okay, Morse code ID is a little bit hot. I need to turn that down just a hair.
Okay, last station, can you re-identify and go ahead?
Was that Ryan?
I think so, but I'm not going to swear to it.
Hey, you'll see who was heading south?
161 PD, I have another 27 to attach to this call when you're ready. Okay, Texas 11904653 04653. No need for return to attach the call sheet. Also, patrol at this person's physical address at 323 River.
Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. There it goes.
Are your traffic off?
Damn cameras
61 PDM also request post patrol for this person's
decided to
address.
get glitchy on moving.
3 River. 10-4.
KG5HQK.
There we go.
Go ahead, HQK. Alright, we had trouble swapping radios around, but I'm heading south. Where should I go?
Here we go.
Wait, do you have a location for him to go ahead and head to, or stationary up?
The only activity we've got right now I'm seeing is that cell that's out here southwest of Whiteface moving to the northeast. If he wants to, he can kind of come down this direction. That's all I can say at this point. There's nothing else showing active right now.
Well, Reese, yeah, Ryan, if you just want to come on down towards by the Whiteface area and stage down there, because they're still having the initial development is still going to be down to the southwest, down towards Yoakum Gaines, back that direction.
Got some stuff firing up southwest of Midland. Oh my God.
That'll miss us, huh?
Probably. My God, the chasers are already congregating, man.
Down there?
No,
Or up here?
up here. Freaking circus is making itself known.
Circus? Oh, shit.
I don't know if you can see them
only they stayed spread out like that.
They won't.
Uh-uh.
I promise you they won't.
Okay, you got that right. Let one of these cells develop into a supercell.
I copy. I was in a hole. I'll head down towards Whiteface. Receiver.
I had Jeff's knee brace there on top of the bed. I was going to bring it to him. Shit, I forgot. Damn it.
Well, the way we're hazed and overcast,
We're going to be able to tell much of anything.
that's my concern here. Is I'm not.
Probably have to play it off of radar for a while.
Yeah.
K5 OEC, K5 and choice.
How many sundown?
K5 OEC, go ahead.
$5.
Which way did you head out, Mondo? I'm at 317.80. Great, Steve. It looks like here, at least here in town, we're starting to get some of this low layer cloud cover starting to clear up a little bit. So hopefully visibility will get better for y'all here shortly. Roger. Yeah, I think it's slowly trying to burn off over here too.
Well, today if somebody says, Houston, we have a problem. Beep.
Man, have you seen pictures coming out of Gaza? Fucking Israelis are laying waste at every bit of that place, man.
Good.
Motherfucker, man.
They, you know, I said a long time ago that everybody was saying, oh, we need to, Israel hold up, restrain a little bit. I said back then, thought, no, they need to unleash them.
They need to. That's the only way they're going to fucking learn or get rid of them. They need to completely get rid of them because they'll come back.
When you've got a security force that has no qualms about taking somebody out, and a nation that in their ancient history, Masada, you know what happened there? Masada. It was
I can't remember.
They were surrounded by Hittites, or I forget which one of them now, up on this mesa that was a kind of a
plateau or whatever,
city, fortress. And they were getting overrun. So they drew lots, and those people that drew the lot went around and killed everybody. Then everybody that was left, they drew lots to find out who was going to kill them, and then the last man killed himself.
So the enemy wouldn't take him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but these fucking people in Gaza, man, I don't see what can't get they can't get it through the head that if it wasn't for Hamas, they wouldn't be in the fucking predicament they're in now.
Well, and they've aided and abetted them, so shut up.
I hate these little kids.
Yes, we've also got development in central Perry County. Looks like it's got a little more of a northward move to it. Received.
Mondo, you take care of that one. I hate to see women and children getting killed, but
Well,
They brought it upon themselves, man.
they
You know?
did. They did, Eugene. When they, they go over there and dig around and they find this massive tunnel network under everything. And the people living over there, don't tell me you didn't know that shit was going on. And you did nothing and said nothing.
You had to have a clue.
Oh, yeah. You don't have a network of that kind of crap going on over there without knowing it. I promise you. I promise you.
But it's like I tell everybody, man, it's like the saying goes. They come, they break your leg, you go back over there and break both their legs. They come and break your 2 legs and an arm, you go over there and break their 2 legs and their 2 arms. You always up them.
Can you put 3 on a close patrol for 2 weeks as well?
Instead of going over there and breaking their leg, my version is, I'm going to fix it where you won't be able to come and break my leg.
Just hit them hard. Harder than what they did you. You know?
Kevin.
I've always been a believer in overwhelming firepower.
Oh,
I ain't a Marine, never was one, but I have that same mentality.
Overwhelming strength.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, I'm beginning to see that tower now.
You see it right
WB5EMR amateur radio repeater.
right behind those little clouds, are they?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Something's building back up there.
Yep. N5QNS out here getting a little bit of clearing and being able to see some of that structure now, but not enough for a whole lot of information.
Yeah, received there, QNS.
Beginning to see a.
I don't know if I smell it or if I last state not 1-1, but the hard area.
Roger, N5QNS.
680 at 624 in mileage 101389. $14.26.
Tired of them spots on the window.
We got some rain over here. Our windshield's wet.
These clouds, if these base clouds would clear out, it'd be nice. So we could see some structure better. Man, that sucker's towering up there pretty good, Eugene.
Is it? I can't remember this. My big old belly won't bend this far.
Yeah, they're talking like DVD hail and.
I hope not.
Yeah, me too.
And if it is, I hope it's in an open field somewhere. No livestock or nothing.
61. 10
And you get a hailstone that big in a level land, and you can't find a canopy to get under.
Yeah, go ahead there, NHV.
Our live stream is up on the radio right now.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Need to call somebody right quick here. Where is he? Right there. Hey, David, just giving you the heads up. Looks like I may not be available for the Zoom tonight. We're already out on storms here, and we're in a enhanced risk area today, 10 to 14%, and they're talking about anything that develops could lead to DVD hail and 80-mile-an-hour winds, that kind of stuff, and tornadoes. So yeah, probably not going to make it tonight, but we'll see. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know. Bye.
Adios. Man,
The whole reason I pulled it out, I wanted to look at the video stream, see what it looked like. The video stream, see what it looked like. Okay.
oh, Ukraine did an awesome job with that operation they did, didn't they?
Oh yeah. Audio's live. Oh, come on. Be danged. It doesn't look like it's on the decrease. Watch it here.
I even forgot what I had for radar.
Be dang. Silly thing appears to be on the decrease. KC5 Team B and 5 QNS.
Yeah, go ahead there, Cooney.
All right, sir. Just we're kind of losing visibility on that thing again. Got some more low layer stuff obscuring it, but going by radar, it looks like it's this cell out here is actually, believe it or not, on the decrease.
Now, the receive day just about a second before you called was talking about that here on Slack, and they was concurring the same thing that you just said.
Right on top of us.
Yeah, but this thing ain't done for today by a long shot.
Yeah, that don't necessarily kick us out of the ball game there, but just meaning we get another chance.
It's only. Well, what now? Yeah, that's devolved down to just a little old rain shower.
There you go.
It's interesting though. So we'll just sit here and wait a little bit and see what happens. They were actually expecting it to really kick off in our area about 3 o'clock, so we got about a half hour on that yet. And then they were also saying that it was going to be down toward Yoakum and Gaines County. But I ain't seeing anything developing yet. And this whole thing could turn into a big nothing burger.
Big old cheeseburger.
14, I'll go ahead.
C14.
What do we got here? About
This unit is clear of this inspection. He's not back to the station.
about 6, maybe 6 hours left
14:38.
for daytime heating.
Yeah, about 2:30 now.
Yeah. got stuff flowing in out of the east southeast, but that's going to be our moisture. What time was that? I was looking at that. I was talking with Taylor. Oh, about the time that dang alarm went out on the repeater. And our temperature was, in my weather station, was showing 66 point something. And the dew point was like 65.8. And humidity 95%.
Come on, rain.
95 freaking percent humidity, man.
Come on, get us wet. Or at least get the ground wet.
Man, like the weather like that, you can just absorb it out of the air.
Walk out there, walk around your yard, take a shower.
I fired up the air when I left the house. I turned the air conditioning on in this thing just as I backed out of the driveway. When I got to the repeater site and stepped out, my glasses fogged over. That's how humid it was, just in that short distance.
Stay inside.
Hey, okay. We finally got some of this low layer stuff clearing out some more. That little cloud up there just, I mean, it's just all but gone now. Barely showing on radar. Just a little blue spot. Little blue patch. Yeah. That's it.
Some remnants.
We do have, I can see another cell to the further to the southwest, probably over New Mexico. Over here, Eugene.
Oh yeah, where that big old.
Yeah, just above the horizon.
Yeah. You ain't showing up here.
Well, because they're not raining or doing anything. Cloud by itself doesn't show up. It has to be.
Yeah, some kind of.
Yeah. Some sort of precip coming out of it. We are the hot spot. I say that. Odessa, Lubbock, Garden City, Kansas, and up in Colorado. Oh. All four of them blue circles, that's meso discussions.
Almost a straight line up and down. Down there by Odessa in the Big Bend area.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City, all the way from Fort Collins down toward Cheyenne to Pueblo and further. Yeah, it's a good chunk of territory there.
Looks like there's some pretty good shear based on those that I'm seeing over there. They're way over state line yet. Look how
Got one single tower up there.
well, there's one, and there's another one back to the south of it there,
Yeah.
partly obscured. But looking at that one, it's like there's some pretty good upper level shear. Look how it's leaning.
Doing the back lean.
Kind of just a waiting game now. See what pops and where.
Okay, 161.
Talking to a buddy of mine.
804 Avenue I, 804 Avenue I, in the apartment A Alpha. Harvey, 18-year-old son, has been bullying her, being physical. Sonny
Last
at this time, Harvey advice is going to be disabled, requesting entry through the back. 804 Avenue I, Alpha.
last Thursday out in El Paso. And he said, we were talking about the weather, and I said something about our humidity up here, and he said, ours is 2% today.
Sorry, mofos.
Yeah, that's kind of weather when you get out of the shower and reach for the towel and realize you don't need one.
You dry it up before you can decide to get out.
Flash dry. He said something about negative. He's actually seen negative values on humidity. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one.
43.
Ground absorbing anything, huh?
Female is going to be in the living room. They are separated at this time. They may be experiencing some mental issues. 10-4, did she advise? She. Yes.
And I ran off and forgot my sunglasses because we were so overcast. I didn't think we'd need them, and here we are. EOC N5 QNS.
This is the WB5EMR repeater.
Female 61.
Yeah, go ahead, Kenneth.
All right, G. Just getting you update out here. It's cleared off fairly well over here of that low level stuff, and we're able to see out to the south and west pretty good now. It's not shown on radar, but we're seeing looks like a line of cells developing, but they're still appear to be across the state line.
back here. This, yeah, like you said, not seeing them on radar yet.
A little cloud out here has turned into more of a shadow than anything. One of the problems we've got around this county and this part of the state is when we're out like this, is trying to find a place to pull over.
A good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not want to get off the paved road when these roads are wet.
No, hell no, I don't learn my lesson. Never, never, ever, ever. Everything was good when I got on the dirt road, but when I got, I guess, halfway,
Yeah, hold on.
motherfucker, by that time the rain had already started coming down and everything. I had to back up like a mile, or a little close to a mile, if not a mile.
Uh-huh.
And if I would have messed up going off the road, ain't no freaking way they were gonna get me out till next summer.
Absolutely.
Man, I had my fucking hand on my ass that time.
Yeah, that'll kind of make you pucker a bit.
That it did.
I grew up having to drive caliche roads, you know, to get to anywhere. We lived, well, 5 miles outside of town. Then you turned off the paved road, and then you went a mile and a half, 3 miles, you know, on all caliche roads.
Caliche wasn't too bad.
Well, if you had good caliche,
It's packed down, yeah.
if it was a badly maintained road, it was an adventure. Believe me, an adventure. I think I was the only one in the senior class, or junior class for that matter, that actually had an excused tardy because it rained. You're late. Well, he lives way out on the dirt roads. What do you expect?
And if it rained a lot, I ain't even coming in.
There was a time or two we didn't. You just had to wait for it. I think we had the only Chevrolet Impala with mud grips on the rear.
Whoa! Go down the road.
We did. We had mud grips on there.
You had a rooster tail of mud going out.
Oh no, you couldn't get that fast.
But imagine if you could, though. Maybe these clouds will burn off a little bit more now.
Mom and Dad got rid of that Impala after the first year and bought a Jeep Wagoneer. I don't know if it was any better or not, really. That was the only four-wheel drive vehicle they ever owned. And it was a constant something having to be fixed on it.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that ain't developing like I thought it would, Eugene.
Ain't nothing developing. more like undeveloped.
The atmosphere should have been more unstable than this.
Sylvia said it was cold this morning when you went out.
It was. It was yesterday morning too.
Yeah.
Went out yesterday morning. Went out to when we went out to the repeater site to start work on it. Went out to start the pickup here. That gum glow plug system said, "No, wait a minute."
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was cool enough that it wanted to use glow plugs.
Hold on a second. It will warm up my tits.
I thought that was kind of unusual, but looking at, I think it was 58, 62, something like that. Yesterday,
Cool.
and that was like 10:30.
Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool.
I don't know. With this more sunshine coming in, we may see some development before long here.
Heat this thing up.
Yeah, get a little heat going, and
Break the captain's skull.
yeah, if it does, man, that one of the things they were saying yesterday was being capped. But if it breaks the cap, Katie bar the door.
Have we heard from any of the other guys? Like the Russian Bear or
Nope, hadn't heard a word from him.
anybody else? They
Well-
don't like to play no more, huh?
Well, Dee's in town.
Yeah.
Mondo, Jeff, G, you, me, Ryan, Floyd's down there at the EOC or coming to the EOC.
Floyd's the one with the beard, right?
Yeah, with the gray beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to get out and about, so he's learning how to work down at the EOC.
Good enough.
And sundown gang, not a peep.
Nothing at all, huh?
Well, they obviously didn't want to get their ham license, you know.
None of them came to the classes, huh?
Well, none of them. No. We didn't hold a class. They were given all the study materials.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a test on this date.
Oh, yeah.
And none of them showed up. Well, that repeater isn't even in the building anymore.
Where's that?
Well, it's sitting in my garage right now.
That way G can't get to it.
No, that's fine. It became unreliable. That's why we got switched away from it.
Anything on that tower?
It's just going to be further delayed. Government red tape and all that kind of stuff, and some hold ups on some of the finances and everything. They were waiting on some kind of a report or something, or a grant application specific information or something. I forget what it was now, but they keep pushing it down the line. You know,
Yeah.
it's a done deal. It's just the start date has been pushed way down the line because there was a hold up on transferring the funds or something. I forget.
Yeah.
I don't understand everything that they put it in the paper, but I read through it, and I don't g-haul all that. So
WB5EMR repeater.
Microphone still muted.
do what?
Is the microphone still muted?
No, it's still hot. So we're just anyway.
Dang, look at that fly.
Yeah, on the outside, thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
None of this is showing on radar yet. Or it's under the radar beam.
I'm thinking it might be under this far.
Those
look, they're pretty low.
They might be. They might actually be under the beam. But let's see what is it out here to the beam center.
QNS from EOC.
And 5 QNS.
Okay, just gonna let y'all know we're switching over to the Yaesu. We're only catching half the traffic for some reason through the Motorola radio, so we're gonna switch it over to Yaesu, and EOC will be on the radio.
Oh, Roger. Okay, no problem. Okay. Oh. Yeah, David. All right, sir. You get my message, I guess? Oh, okay. Well, no, that's all right. You can go ahead and delete it. I'll tell you. Probably not going to be on the Zoom tonight. We're already out on weather here, and we're in a 10 to 14% hatched tornado risk today. And they're talking about if the things break like they expect them to, we could potentially be seeing DVD size hail and stuff like that, 80-mile-an-hour winds, tornadoes. So, oh, okay. Well, if you look at our radar right now, you're not going to, it really doesn't show anything, but we're seeing some, I'm out here just northwest of town right now, and I'm seeing it's low level and just beginning to develop up.
1843 board. It's going to be labeled unknown from a Janet Robinson. She's Lubbock, breathing hard, slurring her words. She's calling reference to Sutherland. She doesn't know where, doesn't know what's going on, but she'd like to speak to an officer by phone.
Oh, I know. I tell you what, I had a situation like that with my mom's estate, and I just forged her signature and went on about it. Yeah. All right, David. Bye-bye. Our section manager for West Texas there. Our weekly Zoom meetings tonight. I'm supposed to hold a discussion on something tonight, but don't think I'm going to be there.
I don't think you're going to be discussing much.
Unless things really change between now and 7:30.
They probably will. Yeah, maybe not. Who knows?
Well,
did you ever figure what elevation?
Oh, 3150 to the beam center. 3,150. So how far up is 3,000?
43 high traffic.
Pretty close. say pretty close.
It's another.
You know, I can estimate 100 yards, 200 yards, 1,000 yards. But when you start talking, well, is that 500 feet elevation, 3,000 feet elevation? Yeah.
Let's call it. It's under 10. Okay.
Look at them
No
clouds.
standing,
Yeah,
15,
I can't tell you how what their
they're
elevation
requesting
is.
child be assessed. The child was assessed on Monday. They are already under a safety plan. They were told to contact the PD and not start care directly.
Man, this.
I have a CR 183 and 182 on here. All those on.
It's 1004.
Anything showing up on radar at all? Nope. I don't know. All I can see is a big green spot before my eyes right now. Anyway. Oh man.
Pretty damn bright.
Yeah. Barely see that. I can barely see that screen.
I gotta get up right on it.
Like I said, all that big old green blob right there is all I'm seeing right now from the.
You know, I'm always thinking that, look, it's got me like 2 times already. That fucking fly right through on my leg.
Oh.
I see it fucking moving at all.
Thought for a minute I had a spare pair of sunglasses in here, but I don't. If we get back into town, we're going to swing by the house and I'm going to grab them though. If I can. Oh, he got me. Come on, get in the wipers on. Get in the wipers on. I'll swat him.
See if you can. See if you can.
Well, he's outside the wipers.
Yeah.
If he crawls back in there, I'll swat him with the wipers.
See if I can get him to move. I'm more scared of him than he is of me. Look, he'll come back.
Yeah.
He'll be back. There he is. He's
persistent, I'll say that. You know, if you showed me this right now and said, yeah, we got a high risk for bad stuff today, I'd say you're full of it.
Right?
Yeah, look at what I'm seeing.
Might get a drop of water somewhere. About here.
They're drifting to the northeast, northeast, all right, but
34. Negative.
there's just.
10-4, Foster and Lakeview Bridge.
I wonder if we're more stable than they anticipated. Gotta be. You know, this is almost picnic weather out here.
Darn right it is. Out in the middle of the ballpark.
WB5EMR system.
And that could be the lull before the, before the storm. I don't know, man.
Just wait and see.
Wait and see.
Priority 1 call. Pick us at Lubbock NWS CWA 3. Unit transporting back to 15 ER for example. By number 252442. 1507.
We've got to be capped still. Nothing's going up.
You would think right now would be the perfect time for stuff to be.
Well, it's just now beginning to get some heating on it, so I don't know. What's the weather service saying here?
National Weather Service to Spotter Tenfield.
Levelland Sky Warren, go ahead.
We just want to give you updates so y'all didn't have to go out there and take a Xanax with what's visible right now. Still expecting storms to develop probably along that boundary that's stretching across Yoakum County. They're trying to get going, but I say just a little bit longer, you should be able to see some kind of action.
All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're over here northwest of Levelland right now, looking back west, and we see some low-level, discrete clusters here and there. But I mean, this is picnic weather out here.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Especially the stuff dying off as it tries to go up. Especially with it starting to pop off there well to the northwest out in New Mexico, should start to see some kind of development here shortly. At least that's what we're thinking.
Right, I'm looking at it thinking, I guess we got a pretty strong cap in place, and with that low-level stuff finally going, we'll maybe see a little heating take place here.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. No north of there was just pretty stable air. I know, I moved the radio here. Earlier, NSSL did a special sounding over in Brownfield, and it looked like there wasn't a whole lot capping it off. We just need something to lift it real good.
Okay, so it did. So the cap did weaken a bit. Well, that's good. At least that's a step in the right direction there for some precip.
Yeah, it had a good bit of instability with it too. Of course, some good shear. Yeah, everything's right. It just needs to make up its mind and actually go.
Yes, sir. I am observing one that looks maybe promising to my southwest here, but a little too distant to tell what it's going to do yet. So, well, we're just sitting out here just kind of watching. That's all we can do here.
My magic 8-ball said ask again later on that one, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, hopefully we can get y'all a little action here in a bit. Yeah, just keep watching that one. Who knows? That might be the storm that could.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the update there, and appreciate y'all keeping us in line there.
Or appreciate y'all being out there.
Our pleasure. EOC, QNS. Okay, just spoke with NWS there. They are still expecting some stuff to light off here before long. They did do a special sounding over Brownfield area, and there is a weak cap right now. There is some capping there, but it's not very strong, and a good bit of shear up there and instability. But it just beginning. It says we just need something to kick it, and it'll get going then.
Round 2, 1550.
Thanks for the update.
1514.
EOC from 35 OEC.
OIC, go ahead.
I'm going to be out at the store in Whiteface for just a few minutes.
What? No sundown?
Okay.
Mondo, you would have made me lose some money, man. What the hell is that? Get off the mic.
Little cotton balls everywhere, Eugene.
Is there?
I mean, I wonder who's in the airplane. Well, let's see if I can figure that out right quick.
I don't even see it.
Look right up there. Kind of it's a Cessna.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Right below the lines.
Well, that is Valor View Aviation, a 1980 Cessna 172.
on its way to Heavenly.
Yep, flying straight down 114. Okay, what's going on here?
Negative, over you, buddy.
Got some stuff way over there, southwest of Portales.
Portales.
And then got one, I don't know, 40, 45 miles south of Portales. But the track they're taking, they won't even see the
WB5EMR amateur radio repeater. KG5HQK, finally in the area. I'm pulling into Whiteface. Roger.
Hey, you can meet up with Mondo at the store. And give me a soda water.
Well, it shows 23.
Or as Jerry Clower would call it, one of them there knee-high belly washes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's your phone I'm hearing. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this new controller on this repeater is going to work out good. We just got to, some of that stuff, I was reading how to do it and everything. And
Uh-huh.
man, I'm not sure what the hell they mean by this or that. You know, and it's hard to decipher some of their information and how it all dovetails together, you know.
And you don't know how it.
Man.
Ay. We should have brought a cot. Wait. Should have brought a cot and an alarm.
There are times when it feels that way, right?
Yep.
Still a lot of haze in the air, though.
Seems like it, don't it?
Yeah, I'm just looking off at the horizon. Right at the edge of the horizon, there's that
Little hazy
that
looking.
bluish line to everything. Still. Lots of just waiting. I'd almost say go back into town for a little while, but about the time we get there, something would pop off and have to run back out of here, I'm sure.
At 80 miles an hour.
You know, that'd be about how it'd work out.
Yeah. Did you want to get something to drink or what?
Oh, I've got water here. I rarely, if ever, drink a soda pop. Almost smells and tastes like a cigar shop smells. Take a whiff.
My hands don't work the darn anymore.
N5QNS KG5H2K.
N5QNS.
Where are you stationed at?
I'm over here on 303, about a quarter mile north of 114.
Tell them I'm waving at him.
Okay. I just went through Whiteface. I'm heading south. I'm at, again, what's this road? Intersection of 1780 and 300. That goes back towards Level Land.
Okay. I wouldn't go too much further south right now. They're expecting stuff to still fire up over in this area, but maybe if the last of the cap will break.
Yeah, I'm gonna park right here. There's a little right here under this dirt road. I'm gonna park by this tree and point out west and look that direction.
Works for me, sir. That's all we're doing here is sitting and watching.
Starting to get some height on them.
Oh, little dust devil out there. That's yeah, they're not much higher than they were 45 minutes ago, though.
I guess I'm just noticing it was still pretty cloudy up. About 10 miles north of Whiteface, the clouds started breaking.
Yeah, that low-level stuff finally got out of the way where we can get some crust heating here, and that'll add to the lift there if we got enough time left in the day.
Yeah, I'll take the rain, but I don't want this DVD-sized hail they're talking about.
Well, I'd have to agree with you there. Don't need none of that.
All right, we'll be sitting here watching, so if something comes up, I'll holler.
All right, appreciate you getting out in 5 QNS.
You said Curtin was down by Odessa? Or
Say what?
Yoakum? Who's over down there? By chance? Down south?
Oh, that was Ryan. He's just south of Whiteface a little ways.
I thought you said Curtin or they're in gangs or somewhere.
He's actually back in Morton, I think. Taylor is who you're talking about. Yeah, Taylor, he's last time I talked to him, he was about 14 south of Morton there, or Whiteface, I forget which one, heading south of Morton, heading to the house there. I was gonna have him just hold down there when he was down around Denver City area.
Yeah.
But by the time we found out what was going, he was already dang near home. So
just let it be.
Mm-hmm.
Let him be.
yeah, still. It's kind of interesting. Look at how all the how they're all tilting
Backwards.
back to the southeast.
Mm-hmm.
But notice the direction they're moving. Northeast.
Upper level wind
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah. Moving one way, but pointing the other. Well, you got some shear up there, all right.
EOC from KD5 OAC, back in service. Okay.
Okay, that CW level's a little hot, so I need to bring that down when I get a chance. Just turn that little, means I have to go out to the repeater site and open the controller and get in there with a screwdriver and just turn that level,
That little knob.
turn that little rheostat down just a touch. kind of making a mental list of little things like that.
Little logbook.
Yep. Well, our fly came over to this window.
Just trying to. It's poking our defenses or probing our defenses.
I think he felt that thump.
That was cans on the barbed wire warning.
Rocks in the cans.
Rocky and Rocky.
Barbed wire maracas. You know, almost expect some of these, to start boiling up. How you can see them sometimes.
Yeah.
Doing that, and these are just kind of like sitting there.
They're keeping a low profile.
Interesting.
Like that one in the back right there. Just left of the jackhammer.
All the strong spotters and chasers and everybody are starting to show up out here.
Yes, sir. N5QNS. I see that on radar here and going, yep, gonna be a few of them show up there. It looks like there's a whole passel of them all converging out in this area.
I just had two pass me on this dirt road, and I got one sitting about a quarter mile north of me, it looks like. A bunch of people starting to go up and down 1780. So it'll get crowded out here, I bet.
Yeah, especially if something starts developing.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll see what it does here in a little bit. KG5 HQK.
All right, N5QNS.
K5 HB. Well, at least that lower layer is burned off now, and cumulus is starting to go up now. So, yeah, NWS said on the chat that once they go up, they're going to go.
Yeah, I was talking. I don't know if you copied that. I was talking to them on our line there a little earlier, and they were alluding to how that they still expect something to happen. Maybe if it can get that last bit of capping to break.
Yeah, I think that lower level cloud layer just kind of inhibited things for a little while longer than what was initially anticipated. So, yeah, it's definitely getting unstable out there.
Yeah, it's definitely trying all right. I can see some stuff that looks to be well into New Mexico, but can't make out any details on it yet.
Very easy. Yeah, there's one, I'm looking straight west, and there's one starting just a little bit south of me that's starting to build up pretty good, so I'm kind of watching it, see what it does.
What's that? In the background, way back.
That's the one I think that's the one over in New Mexico. I think.
Upper level though, right?
Yeah.
Hard for me to tell.
Yeah, they get to a certain size and you can't really judge their distance too well. I think some of that haze may be trying to clear off a little bit in the distance, but I'm not sure. Ugh. Yeah, things are trying to go up, but it's just not quite able. Eugene, did I give you some Aries magnets?
No.
If I don't remember this evening when you get back, I've got some here for you. Those big round ones.
Okay.
Yeah. This is downright discouraging.
I don't say nothing, man.
And come on, our tree,
WB5EMR repeater.
our trees around here are beginning to whistle for the dogs. Please help us out in that direction. You know?
The whole state up in Pendleton and turn into a dust bowl.
I've been seeing more people talking and discussing about how, traditional Tornado Alley of course, we're in, is beginning to appear to have shifted over to like Louisiana, Mississippi, and up and down that area.
You can't expect it to stay the same all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Well-
over the years, decades or centuries.
Well, you'd have to measure it in probably almost centuries,
I would think
you
so.
know.
Yeah.
But
Like, I can't remember what desert I was watching last night. It's a desert. Man, and they're finding seashells and they're finding little fish like that are turned into petrified fish, little bitty fish like that. So, there was an ocean or a sea there at some time.
Oh, well,
And now it's just desert.
we know at one time or another that the whole planet was covered with water.
Yes, sir.
So make me think. I saw something the other day where they had, I forget where it was now, but they had stumbled into a ancient burial that they think they finally may have found the resting place of Genghis Khan.
Oh, yeah, I seen that on, it was on Facebook, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or it was an article in there or something like that.
I don't
Yeah.
have any last
Of course, there's so much stuff on there on that particular, but this was a link to a place that was fairly reputable.
Yeah,
I thought so.
everyone.
There's so much of that stuff on Facebook that I see that
That fucking nothing but
spam and
Yeah.
and clickbait and
everything else you can think of.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I seen that article too. I didn't read it, but I seen it.
And I can't get over the amount of I don't know how else to say it except stuff out of China for sale.
161
Yes, sir.
David Edwards Road.
Well, the latest ones that have been going around is
John.
ballpoint pens and
What will we say?
some sort of
MUNZ.
tool belts or something,
Atlantic Melody will be 4407.
And hey, that are various tools and things, and go look it up, and it's a website, and you look at it, and okay,
His last name is
this thing,
MUNZ.
yeah, you look their phone number and contact info up, and it's freaking Guangzhou, China, Oh my
By
God.
way of Tanzania.
Oh my God.
Oh, we live in a very suspicious time.
No records found.
You don't know what to believe or to believe or not.
I know it. I want to buy some. I ordered. I was been hunting some little miniature toggle switches,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to one of my favorite suppliers for that kind of stuff, and they're out of business now.
No way.
And I looked some others up at some other.
This one over here west of Morton's starting to
37.
build up pretty big.
Guadalupe Munoz out of Tokyo is eligible, -29.
Right, N5 Kennedy. Yeah, it's not showing up on radar yet, but there's one west of Morton over there, but it's well over in New Mexico still that I'm seeing on radar.
Yeah, that one for Williamson, it's getting big. And there's one just south of there that all of a sudden just popped up out of nowhere. It wasn't there 5 minutes ago.
You ready?
Okay, well, sounds like it might be trying to start up then.
John.
Texas 2
2286-2953, repeating 2286-2953. Should return to adjustment via
And I was growing fast. You can just sit here and watch it building up, getting taller.
Is that one in the back?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure which one he's talking about.
You said west of
Hey,
Morgan.
Ryan, where are you at? I'm at the intersection of 1780 and 300. If you want, might not hurt to head back north toward home base a little bit. Keep an eye on that activity. If you want. Okay, I'll do that. I don't mind keeping an eye on Lamb County in that area if you want me to. Free.
And I need to shorten the squelch tail on there.
I'm gonna relay. I'm gonna start heading over towards Morton. I'll start working my way back that direction.
That may be the one right there that he's talking about off in the distance there, Eugene.
That's what I'm talking about. That one right there
Yeah,
in front of us.
it's just now coming into view with this other low-level stuff.
You mean to the right of us right now, behind those little?
Well,
Or are you talking about this one ahead of us?
ahead of us.
Okay.
That's
Straight ahead of us.
that you can just see through the opening there.
Like a V in the middle.
Yeah, and it's way back there still.
Okay.
That's got to be the one he's talking about. That with the V in it there, that one's...
Yeah, I thought that was something else.
That's just been sitting there
Mm-hmm.
and not really doing anything. Been watching that. I mean, it's not even moving.
I can't tell very well, but look over to the
Yeah,
the north.
that's the problem. You can't make out what's going on too well. I see one big old mushroom head right up through there, but it's quite distant. That might be that stuff over in New Mexico. That's got to be that stuff over in New Mexico. Living in a van down by the river, eating government cheese.
34.
I used to love government cheese, man.
That was it. Man, it was actually pretty good.
It was. Man.
If you wouldn't show myself
I cut a piece of that, man, chewing it, playing outside. I was happy.
Mom and Dad were getting that stuff occasionally. Man, that was some good cheese. That was a good cheese.
I remember my mom would make fresh tortillas.
I'll slap some of that in there. Yeah.
WB5EMR system.
Now, you can just kind of see off in the distance through that little V opening right there, Eugene.
Yeah.
I think that may be the one that he's talking about.
Could very well be. And it looks like it's pretty darn high. Looks like it, but
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Looks pretty hefty from here, but can't see enough of it to make out. If it's
pretty crisp edges.
yeah. Good crisp edges, good cauliflowering on it. This one over here is trying to form up.
As it's going to the south.
Well, that
east.
Well, it's.
I don't know where the heck that thing's going.
It looks like it might be drifting a little bit east, but I'm not going to swear to it. But I can see that one going up, so I think that one might be one to start watching.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking we'll probably get something out of here too this morning.
Hey, team.
Dang, I got that big old green light on everything again from looking out at those. God almighty.
You need one of those old rags like back in the day photography.
Yeah,
You're over like a
hoods. Something. Man.
1023 at the LEC. Ending mileage is going to be 6401.
Wish I'd grabbed my sunglasses.
Going through the south.
Okay, let's see here.
Bill up near Dallas has been warned, and it is the Bill's been warned. That's the subject one.
Yeah, and that's headed up.
Moving east, northeast. It's probably going to catch the northern portion of Bailey County. Maybe catch Lamb County.
Roger that. N5QNS. And that one is going to be obscured to us.
Man, the screen on this phone is freaking sensitive as hell.
One of those you breathe on it and it changes.
Or you press it too hard and it won't do nothing. Press it too light, it won't do nothing.
Oh. Okay, what do we got going there?
Oh, well, severe thunderstorm on the Portales, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does have a good hook on it. I wonder sometimes how many these chasers around here monitor our repeater.
Any chance they get up at you?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'm just guessing.
Oh, I'm going to stare at that for so long there before my eyes bleach out.
KG5 HQK, I've relocated 1780, this curve north of White Face that takes you into Morton. I'm kind of parked here watching this one.
And 5QNS, see anything significant on it?
Nothing yet. It's still, I think, far enough over New Mexico. It's starting to get gray this direction, but I don't see anything threatening yet.
Okay, yeah, there's three of them stacked up in a line there, just across the state line. Portales cell has got a warning on it, and a bit of a hook, and it's tracking east northeast. Looks like it might catch maybe Muleshoe, Upper Bailey County.
You want me to try to run up there and see what I can get?
Probably wouldn't hurt to get a little bit closer anyway.
Okay, I'm going to take off to Morton then and start working north on 214.
Roger.
That's not going to put too far out of our.
Down for that EOC back to you.
Well, Bailey is the last. Let's see. No, actually, Bailey is well within our warning area. See, we cover.
Something's on fire.
Up at Pettit.
There you go, Whit. 85 OAC, EOC.
There's Mondo, isn't it?
Yeah, Mondo, go ahead. N5QNS just went past us.
Roger, yeah, I guess there's a fire somewhere up here. I'm gonna head north a little ways and I'll get up there and see if I can see anything from this angle.
Roger. Yeah, Mondo, the only thing we've got right now is stuff that's over in New Mexico, and they're both tracking it for Bailey County right now.
Yeah, Roger.
Actually, the southernmost cell and the one just to the north of it are both warned, and they're tracking, like I said, for Muleshoe, Bailey County area.
Yeah, Roger. Do you see any smoke back from where your location is?
No, we're actually a little too far south of it, I think, to be able to see, and the haze preventing us from catching it also.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I turned back this way, and then they give out that call, so I didn't know I was actually kind of going towards that incident.
Yeah, well, you keep going up that road and you'll come across it.
Roger.
Hey, Mondo, whenever I was going up 1780 there, I could see some smoke out to the east, probably about 5-6 miles east of me. But I couldn't tell if it was someone like burning a field or if it was actually a firefighter.
Huh?
Yeah, they called up the fire department for this one. I'm not sure where it's going to be, but I'm just going to head on to the north a little ways.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's probably 8 to 10 miles north of 114 there, probably somewhere there off 303 somewhere maybe.
Y'all say y'all can see the smoke already from it?
Negative, that's a negative. We can't see, it's too hazy out here.
But it was about 8 or 10 miles north. It looked like it was probably 5 or 6 miles east of me there on 1780.
Okay, so you did say you could see smoke, right?
Correct, I could see smoke, 10-4.
Did you realize you had an audience?
No, they weren't there when I got out.
I didn't notice them either.
They're coming this way on the road.
I didn't notice them either.
And probably surprised them.
They don't seem to be in any hurry on anything, do they?
Or they're moving away. They're scared.
I guess they came tootling down that oil field road out there.
Yeah, when I got off,
This one west of Morton's got a warning on it now. I'm almost to Morton, so I'm going to take up off 214.
Roger, N5 QNS. I put that out a moment ago, Ryan, that they were warned. All right, let's zoom up a little bit here.
9 to 14.
W5 CAY.
QNS, TAY. Go ahead, Taylor.
Hey, I'm traveling north on 214 from Morton. Any spot in particular you want me to set up?
Well, we got a cell that's going to pass to the probably to the northwest of Morton there. So a little north of Morton there, and watch it. Ryan's bringing up on 214 too, I believe there. And we got a cell coming that's just south of Portales, and it might go up to Muleshoe area.
WX, is my traffic come across on Tinker 9 radio?
That's a probably JD, it is.
Okay. I was trying to tell them the other truck, they got maybe smoke showing out there, but they won't answer me.
Yeah, FD will come screaming by us here in a little bit.
Heavy smoke.
'Cause I'm not seeing any smoke.
Who told Nadesmundo called Jeff? Landline and
Hell, I don't know what's going on half the time anymore. I tell you what.
I guess we're back to obscurity.
I'm curious here. Now we got some stuff way down there southwest of Carlsbad yet. That's a ways off. Man, I got to get all them spotters off. I can't.
Can't deal with them, huh?
Well, they're clouding up everything else on the screen. Well, that's much better. And I can actually read names of towns and figure out where we're at.
They did say Peb, right? Not Pettit, that first little town here.
All we had was Pettit, P-A-E-T-I-T.
It looks like, well, they got one here right there by that first big curve, north of town. Looks like a bunch of trees, tree limbs.
Oh my God, people, come on.
Okay, are you there with it, Mondo?
Yeah, between the curves, I just wanted to make sure I didn't see any smoke back to the north of here.
It would have been to the west, Mondo.
That's what they said, right?
Okay, yeah, the call we got was a barn on fire. It said it was behind the house that was vacant.
Okay, yeah, it's behind the house over here, but it's just west of the big curve here. It's a little bitty shed that it's next to, but I don't know if it's controlled burn. I don't see anybody around here.
Received. Okay, yeah, we're we're just coming up on a McDonald's place out here on 114, so we'll be there here in just a little bit.
You know what I'm thinking, Eugene?
Okay, yeah, it's behind this white house. I'm going to talk to these folks up here on the side of the road and see if they know anything about whose property it is or if they know anything about it.
Let's go north.
Let's go north.
Okay, is there any CRP grass around it where it could spread anything?
Yeah, further back to the west, there is.
Okay, I'm on portable, so I won't be able to get back in here short time. So we'll be out there probably about 10 minutes.
Okay, Roger. Yeah, I've got one of the firemen here right now.
Very soon, Cape Honish.
5 QNS, northbound 303.
Maybe there's a reward for us catching an arsonist.
KOC, W5 CWA. Okay, I'm going to be staged on 214, 5 miles south of Phoenix.
Homeboy needs to hold down the key a little bit.
Taylor, did I just pass you in a Chevy pickup? If that was you in a red pickup or white SUV, then yes. Yeah, I'm in that red pickup. I'm gonna, if you're on the south side, I'm gonna try to get on the north side of it and watch it from that side. Easy. Sounds good to me.
Maybe I could have put out the fire if I just would have waited.
Tanker E1.
ED1.
Esteban 1. This is some fresh looking wheat hay. The way Mondo describes things sometimes, I wonder, you know.
Sure makes for a long story.
Too long. Okay, I'm seeing that smoke now.
Are you?
Yep.
I can't see nothing yet. My eyes are on.
To the left of the road.
White smoke?
Yep.
Yeah, right before, I guess, that second grouping of trees.
I see Mondo there.
Yeah, I see him ahead. Yeah, Mama. Okay, okay. Bye. Bye.
Almost looks like a pit fire.
Somebody put the shrimp on the Barbie.
But I can't. There's not much CRP. There ain't no CRP. There's a
Wheat field that used to be a wheat field.
plowed field there.
Yeah.
With a little stubble in it. CRP, right?
All righty, then, Mama.
I think that's a pit fire.
I think we're gonna vote Mondo Farmer of the Year, since he knows what CRP is.
Let's see here. Tell you what, let's just move on a little further north. We still have no. That's the only development up this way so far.
trying to do something with.
Maybe. Ain't nothing showing on radar yet, though. I was getting tired of sitting in that one spot for nothing also.
I know. Coming in the medical hospital. Hello? Yes, ma'am, it sure is. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing good. I'm out in the country. No, that's fine. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Uh-huh. No, that's fine. That's fine. Cheers. A warning, please. Anywhere after 9 and in between 11. If that's possible. Or whatever you got open, that's fine. We'll just make do. That's fine. Okay, are y'all able to send me a text on that? Or okay, great. Sounds great. Well, thank you. You too. Thank you. Bye-bye. Dr. Corabachi, 6th month. Chicken.
Ah,
Doctor. One of the two. It's getting dark clouds up here with.
yeah,
I do.
yeah.
August 29th.
That's a couple of months down the road.
Yeah, he canceled all of July appointments.
WB5EMR Amateur Radio Repeater.
I'm finally getting where I can see again. My eyes were bleached out.
A little bit, right? Just a little bit makes a big difference.
Oh, I tell you, I can see that screen again. Rubbish fire.
Mondo, turn it off, hurry. See our progress there.
Well, here we are at 597.
Doesn't 597 go all the way to Martin?
Yeah, but to catch it going to Martin, we got to go further up the road here. Because the surveyors couldn't possibly bring it together, you know. It's like 1585 where it crosses a brownfield highway. It doesn't, you know, it just picks it up a mile down the road, you know. Or they're in Levelland, where they got right there between my street and crossing Sherman.
Yeah.
Half a block out of line, you know. Seriously?
That was asking too much.
Y'all couldn't make the streets line up?
I never could understand shit like that. Maybe they did it for a purpose. I don't know.
Beats me.
I don't know what that purpose would be, but
Yeah, I don't either.
KG5 HQK. We're parked up here at this top of this hill, this rest area at the Muleshoe Wildlife Refuge.
There you go.
is this where they have the sausage thing?
Yep. On Thanksgiving.